All I need to do is fight like 20 battles per level, or win 20 battles per level, which is really fast grinding in DQ. Because like 20,000 per level, I can get 700 to 1,000, 500, 2,000. Actually, if I get 4 of those fire thingies, the blizzards, it's like 2,300. I mean, I played DQ8 and I played DQ11 both, and they're really great games. I mean, there's nothing really special about them other than they just feel nice. They feel kind of special by themselves. But like, there's nothing that stands out mechanically or anything like that. They're just like, they're good JRPGs, you know? But they're just kind of, I don't know. The hold that it has over you feels unnaturally magical, you know what I mean? You just feel nice hanging out and playing it. Even though it's just your standard JRPG. And I felt that way both with DQ8 and 11. And I loved them. I ate them up. Which is kind of the inspiration about going back and playing a lot of these old DQ games. And it just, like, playing the new ones just makes me confused where all of that came from, you know? Like, specifically this one. DQ1, like, I played that as a kid. I already knew what I was getting into with that one. Yeah, but it still had to capture people long enough to make 3, you know? That's the confusion, right? That's true, Tigerneth. People that liked the RPGs or what didn't really have many options, so they got whatever they got. Maybe that's what it was, is like, you know, DQ3 came out and people were so hurt by this one, they're just like, well, it's not like I have any other choice. Might as well see how good this one is. Yeah, I could see that. That makes actually more sense, actually. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You have, like, no choices for RPGs on the NES system. I mean, that's why people bought Quest 64, right? There were no N64 RPGs. You got what you got, you know? I guess I'll buy Quest 64. Really? Just... Really? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to actually be kidding me. Like, you know how rare crits are? And for all those things that happen just the way they did? Just... Only me. Only me. I've never played any Ultima game ever, Psycho Sheep. I played Wizardry. I like those. Oshiwa Miruhito? That sounds like a Japanese-only game, in which case I can't play it. Of course there's a translation patch, that's not the point. There are no ROM hacks or, you know, anything like that on my Variety Night list. It's always games on the platform that I have the actual game for. I never played Stargazer, so I'm not sure what that's about. Not bad. You know what I do want to test? Actually, I do want to test something. I want to test curses in this game. And not just curses, but cleansing of curses. In some games, when you cleanse a curse, the weapon becomes uncursed, but it still maintains all of its power. Or it'll turn into another item that's of equal power or similar power. So I want to curse myself with the sort of destruction that I have here. And I want to go get cleansed. Actually, I want to see if that NPC does anything. Maybe that NPC can cleanse it. What do I think of Ys 8? I think the gameplay is pretty fun, but overall it's pretty bad outside of the gameplay. Like, it's really fun to play. It moves really smooth, flows really nicely, the balance seems pretty good. But like, the story, the setting, the everything else, the visuals are okay. OST's okay. The OST is kind of this generic sort of Falcom style of, you know, whatever. Oh, it just made it go away. I don't like that. Just made the item go away completely. But yeah, gameplay is really, really, really smooth. Really fun. So just play the game. No. Like, the attack power on the weapon is very good. It's about 50 more attack power. But Curse in this game randomly makes you do nothing, so no. I know there's a glitch with the Falcon Sword that lets you put the attack power of another weapon on the Falcon Sword, but I'm not doing glitches, obviously, because that would be stupid. Like, what's the point of going through a game blind to have to say you beat the game if you just use glitches? If you just use glitches on your first time playing a game, like, you didn't play the game, you didn't beat it. You just cheated. I mean, well, glitches technically aren't cheating. Okay, let me back that up. But you're kind of exploiting the whole purpose of playing a game blind for the first time. Now, if you accidentally utilize a glitch, that's one thing. But knowing that there's a glitch, and that it is a glitch, and that I can do it, and then activating it, is just straight up taking everything out of the game that you're intended to get out of it. Now, replays of a game or speedruns using glitches, obviously, totally, completely viable. And if you want to do that on your first time play, sure, but no, not me. Like, glitches are not cheating. Glitches are part of the game's programming, and if you take advantage of a glitch, that's fine. You know, you play the game the way you want to, but for a first time blind play, no, we're not going to be using glitches. Yeah, exactly. Some glitches are unavoidable. Like FF6 and FF7 have broken stats. Same with SD3, same with a lot of other games that have broken stats. There's no avoiding that. But again, like, forcefully executing a glitch on a first time play for me is a big no-no. What do I not like about the setting? It's just a forced setting to just have a place to... I mean, the setting is fine, actually. It's just like the story and the writing and the characters are all generic, really, really bad. I don't care about the like of towns. It has nothing to do with it. Like of towns means nothing as long as the game's story, you know, gives you a reason why. Ah, yes, surprised by AoE death. Which is why the like of towns never bothered me in Final Fantasy 13. You don't need towns. You're not really supposed to be in public areas anyway, because you're on the run, you know? True, yeah, you might run into sketch glitch accidentally. Well, it does a lot more than that, Blazing Zard. The sketch glitch is kind of like the developer room of FF6. It can teleport you, it can add things to your inventory, it can lock your game up, it can give you stuff, it can do all sorts of things. I think it can even give you levels, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it can do lots of stuff. If you're playing the SNES version of FF6, just don't use Sketch. There is a chance that it will break your game. However, it's a shitty ability anyway. Realm by herself is amazing, but Sketch is garbage. Well, I only have 3 characters in my party right now, so I didn't even know that you get more. I don't know, actually, Vazirul. I don't know if it was fixed in the 1.1 carts. I want to say yes, but I'm not positive. It can't brick your cart, Taggerneth. That's a rumor. It can corrupt your save file, but it can't brick your cart to the point where you have to remove the battery. Oh, 12 HP. And another new smell for Eleni. That's 2 levels really fast for Eleni, so that's pretty good. What did she get? Oh, she got Step Guard. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure the whole idea of a cart being bricked like that is debunked. And for the record, if you have to remove the battery, 99% of the population doesn't know about that kind of thing, and so they're gonna think it's bricked. And I'm pretty sure that that's not the case. But I mean, if you prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But I mean, I'm fairly certain that that was very clearly debunked. All right, good start, good start. Well, at least we did that. The grinding is going very quick, but it's still annoying. Either way, yes, Sketch is really messed up, don't use it. I mean, I think that's the only thing that needs to be said, really, on the matter. Sketch is messed up, don't use it. Wait, what? No, I didn't. Oh my god. I didn't realize that Hunk was asleep. That was never possible anyway, Suntop. Kefka's immune to Vanish. Every part of Kefka's immune to Vanish except for one part on Form 2. I speedran the game. No, I didn't want to run from that, damn it. Every part of Kefka is immune to Vanish. You have to kill it in the speedrun using Reverse Joker Doom because Kefka's immune to Vanish. Trust me, I'm not wrong. There are, what, 2 or 3 bosses that are immune to Vanish. Ultros 3, or whatever, the one you fight on the airship, and Kefka are for sure one of those immune to Vanish bosses. But yes, so the way what you're really wanting to say, Suntop, is that Vanish Doom in general is a glitch. But let's actually explain why. So what Vanish does is allow you to have 100% accuracy on your spells. That's what Vanish is used for. However, unfortunately, Vanish also triggers a bypass of the death flag. So anything that can be vanished can be deathed or X-zoned because it gives 100% accuracy to that spell. So as long as something is already vulnerable to death, Vanish Death is actually not an exploit, or a glitch rather. So things that are already naturally deathable, it's not a glitch. But if it's vanishable, then Vanish Glitch or Vanish Death is a glitch. And that goes for anything. Vanish Muddle, Vanish, you know, I don't know, any status effect. If they're immune to it, but not immune to Vanish, you're bypassing immunity triggers or flags rather, to land your debuff. And that's what makes it a glitch. But if they're immune to vanish, then you can't vanish them. There you go. Dog napping interceptor is an unfortunate glitch. That's more of like a bug where you can't really avoid it, or like, yeah, like sometimes you just can't avoid it, you know? Like if you happen to trigger it on accident, then there's nothing you can do about it, it just happens. What? Shit, Blazing Zard. If you're overpowered, you can defeat the boss very easily. Of course, dude. If you have maximum stats, the best weapons in the game, and the 8 times attack, you can one-shot the boss. Well, yeah, I mean, if you Knights of the Round Sephiroth, you can kill him in one hit too. I mean, like, oh, duh. Yeah, there's actually a lot of, like, pretty crazy glitches in FF games, which is weird, right? Because, like, FF games have some of the craziest, good, awesome design of all RPGs, but they're, like, almost all of the first 7 Final Fantasies have, like, game-breaking glitches in them. You know? Here's raining to your question. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I'm sorry, Zard. That's my bad then. Yeah, I mean, of course there's other forms of power you can acquire to knock things into oblivion with that game, but that's honestly one of the things I really like about Final Fantasy games, is that there's a lot of avenues to power. You know, it's not like, okay, so DQ games are like a straight numbers game. You have very low values on everything, and you gain this very slow progression, and there's no real way to just, like, know the mechanics and exploit it horribly and just annihilate stuff. Like, if you know how Final Fantasy IV works, you can just destroy that game. But blind, you know, you're just gonna have a cool JRPG experience. But this is like straight numbers, like your number versus their number, and you just have to have a higher number to win, you know? I mean, there's definitely, like, ways of getting a little bit more powerful here and there if you know where to find the right items, and, you know, you get the right drops, you get better weapons, but it's still just number versus number in the end. You know, speedrun beats Final Fantasy VI glitchless at, like, one character at 45 and the rest at, like, 15, you know? And yeah, we'll get to DQ3 too, eventually, so I know you guys are excited about talking about it, but, you know, let's be patient, and we'll get to it when we get to it.